Hello girls, let's complete on our text here. We started with this text previously. It is under the title Reading Through the Ages. So we are going to talk about reading and how reading has changed through history. كيف اختلف في reading from the past till today. So actually we stopped here. In fact, we are going to complete reading. In fact, the Iliad and the Odyssey by the Greek poet Homer are full of repeated phrases that had enabled the poets to memorize such long poems. So here we have two poems which are the Iliad and the Odyssey. في عندي قصيدتين. The first one is the Iliad. The second one is the Odyssey. Those two poems, هدول القصيدتين, were written by Homer. So if I'm asking you, who is Homer? You have to tell me that he is a Greek poet. So Greek, who comes from Greece, الجاي من اليونان اسمه Greek, يوناني. So Homer is a Greek poet, شاعر يوناني, who wrote the Iliad and the Odyssey. Those poems actually are full of repeated phrases. يعني كتير فيهم نصوص مكررة. Why? If I'm asking you, why these two poems have a lot of repeated phrases? ليش بضلهم يكرروا نفس المقطع? Why? Because it is easier to memorize, easier to be remembered. من الأسهل، أنو أسهل لك تحفظي إشي جديد ولا إشي مكرر؟ Yeah, of course, repeated things are easier to be memorized. So memorize here, to remember things, memorize. تقدر تحفظهم وتتذكرهم in your mind. Because they were very long poems. So how can you remember a very long poems? Because it includes repeated phrases. Okay. However, as the poets quickly discovered, because the written word recorded everything, such devices became unnecessary. So they soon started experimenting with written language. So زمان they actually recital. Do you remember the word recital? كانوا يغنوها هاي البومز القصائد. But later on, those recitals have been changed. اختلفوا كتير, بطلوا يغنوها. Why? Because they discovered writing. اكتشفوا الكتابة. طب أنا مدام بقدر أكتب, إذا بقدر أحفظ الأشياء. So instead of reciting things, they started writing things. بدل ما يغنوها صاروا يكتبوها. In this way, you can read things and you can memorize them. Okay. So let's go on. So in this paragraph, we discussed the two poems, the Iliad and the Odyssey. Who wrote them? Homer. Who is Homer? He's a Greek poet, sorry. And here they started writing instead of recitals. بدل ما يغنوا الأشياء, they started writing things. And if I'm asking you, why did they use repeated phrases? ليش كانوا كتير يكرروا المقاطع بالقصائد? To memorize them easily. حتى نقدر remember them. Okay. What is the meaning of unnecessary here? Unnecessary. Yeah, it is an adjective which means not important. Okay, let's go on with the following paragraph.